and the police opened the door, and he was like almost crying. Like his little voice cracked up. He was like, "She's been gone for 45 minutes, and I'm so
I know,
worried." And I was like, "Oh
so
my
sweet.
gosh!" I thought she was gonna be found dead. Like literally, you die, and the cat's just on you, eating your face.
And then we all realized like we saw the same thing when we were little. It was in the mountain house.
Did you just burp?
He's joking.
It was. Sorry. Well, actually, we did learn something. We learned that if you can be a porn double for someone famous, you can afford a BMW and a
And
soda stream.
a soda stream.
Yeah, but you had to be
A bedazzled soda stream. All right, everyone, welcome back to There's No Way That's True podcast. I'm your host, Mary Rose, and we are back to get into some fun today. I am here with a super fun guest, my sister. So I'm going to let her introduce herself because I'm sure my introduction and her introduction are going to be different. So if you want to introduce yourself, Sarah, like a little about yourself, where you live, what you got going on, your favorite color.
Sure, yeah. My name is Sarah. I'm your older sister. I'm the middle kid in our family.
Alleged child.
I live in Columbia in South Carolina. And for work, I do a combination of managing a wedding venue and also running an ice cream truck business. So my favorite color would be any range of blue.
Any range of blue. So how can you be, if there's 10 kids, how can you be the middle?
Well, I'm the fifth out of 10, so 5 is half of 10.
How many older siblings do you have?
4.
And how many younger do you have?
I'm Harry. I'm the middle child.
No, you have 4 older and 5 younger. I have 5 older and 4 younger. So it's equal.
All right. We'll agree to disagree.
I am not agreeing with you. Okay. So I wanted to show you my little shirt I made here. I don't know if it, Giuseppe, you're going to have to tell me if you can see this on the camera. I made this shirt, and I thought it was very fitting for this episode. Do you see?
Dude, that's amazing.
It's got like a Sasquatch playing the guitar and aliens.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
So,
yeah, that's awesome.
I'm slowly getting closer to my true self.
The aliens? Or the Sasquatch?
Lizard people.
Lizard people. Giuseppe, every episode he's going to be talking about lizard people. Okay, so this episode, oh man, I don't know. I have like so much stuff I want to talk about, but I guess we'll like, I had some recent news articles because I feel like every other news article now is an article that I literally, like, there's no, like, did that actually happen? Is that AI? Is that real? Or, like, is that just some Florida man? So.
Mostly Florida man.
Mostly Florida man.
Mostly Florida
But,
man.
well, no, have you seen the AI videos recently?
I mean, I have seen AI videos.
Dude,
I don't know specifically.
I bet, like, half the reels you watch are AI and you don't even know it.
So I did get tricked. Like if you go to my I got tricked by AI. If you go to my YouTube page, like my YouTube algorithm is like stand-up comedians and then police body cam footage.
Yeah, that's mine.
And I've been like tricked into AI body cam videos.
Wait. Okay, so
I would believe that. There was a video. This guy got pulled over. He had a camel in his front seat. And
okay, I mean,
no, I swear to God, dude. I swear, it looks so real.
Pull that up.
It was a convertible.
An AI. Pull it up, Jamie. I gotta see this.
Dubai. Listen, search Dubai man gets pulled over with camel in Ferrari. He was driving a Ferrari.
Wait, the camel was driving the Ferrari?
No, the man in Dubai was driving the Ferrari.
Dubai man. Okay, while he's pulling it up, I'm sorry. There's some of them that are like obviously AI, like a camel in a Ferrari.
Body cam ones.
There's this one, have you seen going around right now? It's like this little girl that was like trying to drive to the hospital with her dog and the police pulled her over, the 12-year-old.
I saw that one
That's
too.
actually fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
in
real.
the comments, I learned that. Did you?
Let me see.
It might actually be real.
Dubai is not for. I mean, that does. Like, it's a picture, and the picture looks real. I mean, I don't know. Where the hell is the camel's, like, back and everything? Because it's just got his neck. Yeah, like, where is the camel's... Like, a camel's big. A camel's huge. That's not the one. That's just a camel beside a Ferrari. Okay, I don't know. That doesn't seem real to me.
Yeah,
because where would its like back and everything be? Because he looks like he's just chilling in the front seat, but it's just his neck.
No, but this is the video.
But at first glance.
Yeah, but they are getting good. Like, so I watch those. I don't watch a lot of TV, but I fall asleep almost every night watching
body cam
footage. Like every night, dude. I just lay in bed and I'm like, and it's so funny because Giuseppe will want to watch horror movies and I'll be like, I don't want to watch a horror movie. He's like, so you're fine watching real people killing each other, but you don't want to watch like a fake horror movie? I'm like, listen, it's totally different. But I watch those all the time. Okay, so go to the links I sent you, Giuseppe. This one's not like hard to believe. This one's almost like cute. Have you seen about Eeyore? Sarah?
The donkey?
Eeyore the dog this week. It was like all over the news. Eeyore the dog.
No. Wait, is that the one where he brought the police to
officer.
His grandma?
Yes, that was so sweet. And she was like, apparently it wasn't even her dog. She was babysitting the dog for her daughter, so it was her granddog. And like the part that got me was at the beginning of the video, whenever the police like knocked. Okay, so what happened was there was this older woman that was walking a dog, and it was nighttime or early morning. I don't know. It was dark outside. And the husband called, and he was very worried because they had been gone for like an hour, and she didn't have a phone with her. And so like he comes to the door with a walker, and the police open the door, and he was like almost crying. Like his little voice cracked up. He was like, she's been gone for 45 minutes, and I'm so worried. And I was like, oh my gosh. I thought she was going to be found dead. I was like, oh my God, she died. But then like the dog came and led the police to the old lady. And I don't even understand. Like there was nothing wrong with the lady. No one ever found out what was wrong with. She was just laying on the ground.
It just looked like she was laying on the ground.
Yeah, because they were like, "There's no injuries present. Are you okay, ma'am?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I'm like, "What happened? Like you're just laying on the ground."
That dog was super sweet.
That one was really sweet.
I would be dead if it were left up to any of my dogs to come find me.
Yeah, one of my dogs might. I don't know. Do you think, Jamie, that George would go get somebody?
No, he wouldn't.
He wouldn't. He would just stay with me, probably.
You just stay.
Yeah, but it's better. Like, dogs will stay with you and, like, comfort you, and the cat will just eat your face off. Like, after your last breath, it's within 30 seconds a cat starts eating you.
I was going to say 12 minutes. I was literally going to say 12 minutes.
Nah, dude, it's like 35 seconds tops. Like, literally, you die, and the cat's just on you, eating your face.
It's on you.
Okay. All right, I want to talk, a little bit about Mark Grenon.
Okay.
So, Mark Grenon.
Let's get into it.
Yeah. So, Mark Grenon, do you remember? So, we grew up with Mark Grenon and his kids and his family in the Dominican. They actually became missionaries through Gethsemane. I don't know if you know this. That Mark, like...
I never knew that.
Yeah. So Pastor Randall, from the IFB cult group that we grew up in, the founder of our group, Randall, actually, he moved or came over there for Randall to teach him how to fly, how to pilot. And then he joined the church, and then him and our dad were friends.
I never knew that.
And Dad actually, like, in a non-direct kind of direct way, was the one that brought Mark to the Dominican. because he was like, hey, you know, there's like, if you're looking for like work to do, you can come down. And then Mark ended up living in the Dominican with his family and kids for like 30 years, causing crazy, crazy stories. But do you remember, like, do you actually remember him growing up? Because I don't really, like, I remember him, but I don't ever actually remember, like, oh, yeah, I remember hanging out with him. I just remember him, like, oh, Mark's going to come by and do this. Or I, like, remember one time him coming by our house for something. But, like, I guess our older siblings, like, I'm sure, like, if Zach watches this, Zach's going to be like, oh, yeah, I remember Jonathan and
Yeah,
all
I
that.
don't really remember spending personal time with them, but I know like I grew up knowing about them.
Yeah.
Um and like, and our older siblings were much closer friends with their kids,
Yeah.
but I didn't like by the time I was old enough to like, remember things, we weren't really hanging out with them a whole bunch.
Click, click on Arrest in Columbia. We're going to pop that bad boy up.
Okay.
I sent it to you too, Giuseppe, so you can pull it up on the big screen, boy.
Wait.
It's on Messenger.
Oh, gotcha.
Arrest in Columbia. I want to see that picture. This is going to be the intro. This is going to be the intro to Mark's story.
Dude, this trumps any news articles that I was going to bring up tonight.
What? I know I sent you this stuff. Just a second. I don't know how to
I
send
have
things
it.
properly. Apparently.
I want to read the article, but I'm going to wait. I had no
Yeah,
idea
don't
this
read it yet
happened.
because I'm going to have Jamie pull it up over here. Yeah, it's right. Like, it literally shows it in the... right there. Go up a tiny bit.
Oh, this
Go
one?
up a tiny bit. Go up to the one that says Arrest in Columbia. Up. Oh, my God. Go down. Right, like, down a tiny bit. Right there where it says Arrest in Columbia. Okay. Bam. Okay. These guys, man, they were fleeing the country. They fled to Colombia because they were going to be arrested for selling bleach as a COVID cure.
I was, I was reading this as in the Columbia that I live in.
No, they used to live in that area like 30 years ago.
I
But
was
okay,
like,
so
he
this is,
came from
let's
Florida to
listen.
Columbia.
Let's give a little background story. So they were in the Dominican being missionaries. They lived in Barahona, which is about 30 minutes from us. And it was weird. There was like a falling out, like every IFB story. There was like a falling out between him and my dad, and so, or between dad, and so then there was essentially no like friendship, even though there had been a very close, like every week doing stuff together with the
Yeah.
families. Like they would just drive their motorcycles all around everywhere, like evangelizing,
Yeah,
doing
they were
work.
super close.
Yeah. And so there was a falling out. Mark continued to live there, and so did we. We came back to the States sometimes for a little while, but Mark stayed there, his kids and his family. But so then there's just like all these crazy allegations. So they lived in that part of town, remember, called Cassandra, which is like the
Hmm.
ghetto that's like known for drugs and everything. I'm not saying this
But
is
also
true.
oddly where a lot of missionary families would end up living,
Yeah,
which didn't
because
make too
I
much
don't
sense.
know. Yeah, it was
It's such
weird.
a dangerous area.
A very dangerous area. Well, I think it was because Mark was up there, and then they built a compound, and then more and more people, like like different people, would be like, "Oh, there's other Americans up
That
there.
would
We'll
make
go
sense.
up there too." But I'm not saying this is true. But the whispering of like the gang people in the streets usually has some truth to it. You know what I mean? But they're like, I was even told this when I went up to Cassandra sometimes, and I didn't go up there that often because I was like, I don't like this area. They were like, oh, that American guy that sells drugs. And there had been like for years a lot of rumblings about the fact that Mark was up there selling drugs. Also,
I
like
also heard that.
allegedly a lot of affairs with like they had housemaids and stuff and sleeping with the housemaids. I don't know. His wife like ended up leaving him. Who knows what was actually true, but obviously there was some craziness going on there. So Mark, I found all of this like he's got I'm gonna put a link in the description. He's got like this entire podcast. Like he just like is got this podcast, he's got web pages, like these people do all kinds of stuff about Mark. So Mark back in like 2013.
Honestly, I would be super interested in listening to his podcast.
I
Like, what
listened
the
to
hell
some
is he talking
it
about?
is listen, it is crazy. It's like anytime someone gets on the subject of curing autism, I'm like, oh, okay, now I see where this is going. Because he has a lot of stuff on curing autism. But he sells the miracle drink. And the miracle drink literally, like, you can be on your deathbed and you drink it and it's like you're 20 years old again. Like, this stuff, man, we should just all be drinking it.
What's the price?
Dude, you can make it at home. It's like part bleach, part water, part Clorox.
Make it at home.
So in like, it was around 2011, 2013. I can't remember the exact date. He was like having some issues in the Dominican. I think it was drug issues because I had heard a lot of stuff about that. I have no idea, but he was having some issues in the Dominican. And he found this like nutty guy that was over in Europe that was selling this miracle drink. And he was contacting the guy. He's like, hey, I want to work together with you. And the guy's like, well, I'm having trouble here. I need to leave too. So apparently they like met up in Florida and started, what is the name of the church? Click on it, Giuseppe. Go down. Right there. Church of Health and Science #2 or something.
The Miracle Mineral Solution.
No, go down. Giuseppe, on there, go on that message, right? Yes, go down. No. Go down. That. Okay, pause.
Okay, wait, the Florida-based Genesis #2 church.
Yeah, it's #2, I guess, because the guy had...
Genesis #2.
Yeah, so this is like some weird, like it reminds me of like the Scientology church. Like it's like a religious church group that has like really weird teachings about like the end of the world and the end of days and like a lot of Old Testament stuff that they still teach. But at the same time, they're like selling this drink that is supposed to cure everything. So let's watch this video called, click on the video, Sarah, that's called Church Pushes Miracle Cure. This whole thing is just whack, man. Like this thing, I'm like, the whole videoing, they're like hiding in the staircases, everything.
So, wait. Which video? You sent it?
Yeah, it's the Church Pushes Miracle Cure that experts say is dangerous. It's like the last link on there, I think. Or it might be the first. It's a YouTube link. This...
I only have one YouTube link.
What does it say?
Funny news clip.
What?
Funny news clip?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
We're still like, sorry, it's like because we're like not together, we can't look at it at the same time, so I have to send the links,
okay.
And then it gets confusing. Okay, you guys have to, this is like, just hit play and watch.
It was a cloudy Saturday morning in Southern California as our 2020 crew waited in this hotel for the arrival of the man who calls himself the Archbishop. 59-year-old Mark Grenon had no idea 2020 was on his tail.
It's like a
and over the next 2 days, we watched with hidden cameras rolling as the Archbishop went about his business, making claims that what's in this glass is a miracle cure for virtually any disease.
This is our sacrament.
Preying on the desperate and vulnerable, including women with breast cancer and the parents of autistic children.
I would like to see somebody go get these people.
On this day, the Archbishop's cathedral was a hotel conference room. His vestments, a black leather jacket, and a bejeweled Panama hat. And his servants, the people who were charged $450 a head, seems to have come right out of the book of Shams.
I got people with curing major stuff, just
like a doppelganger.
from prostate cancer to brain cancer.
All by drinking what he calls the sacraments of the Genesis 2 Church of Health and Healing, available for anyone who makes what is called a donation.
It's like watching a really good magician's show.
Dr. Stephen Novella of the Yale School of Medicine has spent much of his career exposing all kinds of medical quacks.
We're looking at the best, the people who have hit upon something that sells.
Mr. Grenon? Brian Ross, ABC News. Can we talk to you for a second, please?
And when it came time to ask the Archbishop about his miracle cure and preachings,
We're a church. And we have sacraments we use.
This can cure all these diseases.
It quickly turned ugly.
Piece of they say in Spanish.
Quite the language from an archbishop.
Liars.
And as you will see, it got even uglier.
Like, that's his title position.
Son of a
For years, Mark Grenon has targeted people he calls the uneducated and simple, traveling the world, from Africa to Latin America to the Caribbean, making a good living as a man of the cloth.
Okay, we don't have to watch like this entire thing.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's
That's
just so,
17-minute.
yeah. So that's like to show you how like crazy these people got. But dude, it goes so much further. So, okay, listen, just stay with me while I talk about this. Do you guys remember during COVID when everything was crazy and Trump said like bleach can cure COVID?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know that was the day after Mark Grenon wrote him a letter about his bleach product? And then the next day, Trump got up and said, there's this product like bleach that can be curing COVID. Yes, it is. Dude, oh my God.
How do you know this?
Oh my God. Mark Grenon put it on his podcast. He even read the whole letter that he sent Trump. And then there's also a news article. Like, click on the news article. Click on the news article. Click on it.
There's a possibility that Mark could have just been fucking lying about writing a letter to Trump.
Go up to the one that says Trump letter. Click on Trump letter. This talks about the letter. This is a news article about the letter that Grenon sent Trump.
Mark Grenon says in an interview from prison.
It is funny though that like he has this email letter dated the day before.
So off guard. And why are people? Mark Grenon says in an interview from prison, he gave Trump the product and was the source of Trump's fixation with disinfectant.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
How's he getting a 90-minute interview in prison?
Well, because he was like pretty big during COVID because he was trying to sell that product. You don't remember him being like all over the news? Because I remember people being like, Mark Grenon's like trying to sell his product and they're trying to arrest him. The FDA was. And so I was like, man, like that's crazy that like we grew up with him, you know.
Wild.
And so then they, they told them stop selling bleach or whatever this solution is that does, like apparently it does contain like bleach in it or something. It has other things as well. And so first the FDA told him like, stop selling this. And they were like, just like IFB stuff. It's like, they're trying to hold us back from doing the work of the Lord, everyone buy more. And so they were like selling more. Then they put out like, I guess a warrant for their arrest. So then that was that picture. They fled to Colombia, like the country Colombia, not Columbia, South Carolina.
Yeah.
And they went down
I
there.
misread the O.
Yeah, they went down there and found him and his son. And they actually got like, they put them in prison. Like, click on the one that says prison so I can tell you the correct information, or pull up where it talks about, like, they got sentenced. And they got some crazy thing against them.
12 years in federal prison.
His sons did, because he had, like, 3 sons involved in this. This was the family business. But I think one of their charges were something like defrauding the government was some of their charges, and like scams. The website says it's a non-religious church, but if you go, like,
he received over $1 million.
Yeah, like this scam was like, they were making bank off of this. They received over $1 million selling it. And I mean, they were telling people that it cured AIDS, leukemia, Alzheimer's, like just crazy amount of stuff that they were saying. Cancer, read it.
HIV, AIDS, and leukemia.
It's called, his product was Miracle Mineral Solution, MMS. He also had contempt of court. So they had all kinds of different things. Mark Grenon's actually currently out of prison, though. He's already started, because he got a way lower sentence, and I'm assuming good behavior and stuff, and he'd probably never been in prison before. So he's out, and he's just, like, right back on his stuff.
On his bullshit. During the trial in July 23, the jury saw photos and videos of a dirty, run-down shed in Jonathan Grenon's backyard in Florida.
They were making this stuff.
For their manufacturing. That's wild, dude.
Dude, so the primary,
crazy.
listen to this, the primary
There's
active...
There's no way that's true.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey.
The blue chemical drums of sodium chloride powder, which is the primary active ingredient in MMS, has warning labels advising that the product is toxic, flammable, and highly dangerous to consume. And I thought it was so funny, like, and so I don't know, there's probably videos of him like actually drinking it, but there's been like videos I've seen online of him being like, okay, you put like 3 drops of this one and 3 drops of this one, and then it just switches and he's got a cup. And he's like, and now you drink. I'm like, dude, you just switched that out. Like, you just switched out with a different cup of water.
No live streams for him.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I do like. There was one funny thing about Mark Grenon. Like he's a pretty tall guy. He is much taller than Dad, because Dad's like much shorter than him. He was like 6'2" or something. He was pretty decent sized guy. And do you remember how he used to be like, he had like this fake sneeze. It sounded like a mouse. Like he would like.
No, I do not remember that.
No, like everyone used to be like, oh yeah, the guy with the sneeze.
Did Giuseppe just sneeze?
Did you sneeze?
No, I didn't.
Oh. Okay. So that I wanted to like bring that up because it's just to show like the wacky people that we grew up with and around were like in IFB and came out of our group is just nuts. Because there's other people, like, I'm just trying to think of, like, there were some other wacky people.
So much wasted potential, man. Like, if you have someone who's as motivated as him to try to, like, make your own money and bleed your own business where you can make over $1 million, but then you use it for the, like, worst ways, like, it's such a misuse of potential. Like,
well, it's like you have
been so
much...
different, but you're selling bleach water.
I'm like, yeah, like, couldn't you sell a real product and use your same methods, right, but something like, I don't know, vitamin D or something? Or what is that Joe Rogan's always selling? Mad Green, or
Mad Greens, yeah.
Mad Green. It's like, sell something that works, you know what I mean? Like, why? $1 million, that's pretty decent money, man. That's pretty decent money. And it's so funny because they all call him Archbishop. I'm like, and their website says non-religious. I'm like, well, it's just wackiness. It is such wackiness. But that's like the people that cults attract, or attract people to cults, I guess you should say. I don't know which one it is.
It's like a little bit of both, I think.
Okay, let me see. Okay, what were some other hard to believe articles that had come up with some news? Because we gotta be looking at some of this news. Like, we gotta keep up, man. You know, it's so important to keep up with the current happenings and important information.
So I sent Jamie a link to a recent news article. Like, to not really change gears a ton, but it is definitely on more of like a serious note. But I think like it's important to look.
Is it about Gordon?
Yeah,
oh.
Gordon Ramsay. So 1 second, don't pull it up. Let me find it so we can look at it together.
God. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, we have to keep up with this stuff to know, like, you know, what's happening in the world, what's happening in other countries. What's happening with Gordon Ramsay's dwarf porn double, Percy? He died in a badger. Wait, what? Wait, what am I looking at?
I'm not mocking the death. I'm just mocking the method of the death.
A badger? How did he even fit in there? I guess he's a dwarf. The report
It was
says
an English badger.
35-year-old. Wait, go down. I'm sorry. He was 36 inches tall.
No.
Yeah, it says Percy Foster.
3 feet.
Oh, 3 foot. Okay, that's what, 40 inches tall? Or 44 inches tall? Body was discovered in a badger den in Wales. The report says that 35-year-old was found deep in an underground chamber by the ministry experts. of agriculture experts ahead of a planned badger gassing program. Was he trying to save the badgers? Like, was he?
If we could just go back up.
Okay.
Gordon Ramsay's double. I wouldn't say it was quite double. More like
half.
Maybe a third. Half. Less than half. A third.
I don't understand. Was he trying to save the badgers because they were supposed to be gassing out the badger den? Was he like trying to be like an advocate to save the badgers?
Lookalikes get more money than normal actors. Dwarf lookalikes are as rare as hen's teeth and can command top dollar.
This is not real.
I've already ordered a new BMW.
What website is this? Go up. What website is this? Article
on. This is a real website. This is the Daily Telegram.
Telegraph. Is that like a UK?
Yeah, it is.
I'm sorry, but is this real news? Like, is this fake news?
I don't know. It's 2 paragraphs here, so.
I think it's real because that's actually that's a real picture of Gordon Ramsay.
Did Gordon make a statement? like, I'm sorry, if my dwarf porn stunt double died, I would make a statement.
Dude, he honestly must have been making a lot of money if he had just ordered the new BMW and a diamond encrusted soda machine.
Nah, dude. This is not real. A new BMW. I can go get a BMW. It doesn't even say what type of BMW.
A soda stream is a novelty purchase. That costs a lot of money. And a diamond encrusted?
If it was actual real diamonds?
Oh, yeah.
It's sad news.
I don't know. I don't know if I can believe that.
Nah.
Talking about like
this might be
okay.
This might be a fake article. As I'm reading it more.
Now you're at the it's like 10 minutes in, we've reread it 4 times, and you're like, wait, I don't know, this might not be true. Wait, talking about like, okay, like I'm thinking of like a little joker. Do you remember when we lived in the Dominican in that house that we lived in this house in the Dominican, and at nighttime, this creepy little joker, shadow lived in the house. It was, you don't remember that?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to talk about that.
Oh, did it scare you too much? Okay.
Dude, I'll talk about it.
Okay.
Because
that was such a quick turnaround.
I'll talk about it.
Don't ask me. Okay, fine.
We're gonna sound like we're insane as we talk about this.
No,
we will sound like crazy people. We never discussed this until we were all like teenagers or adults. Yeah. None of us have ever never discussed this as we were kids. Yes. Until we were like in our 20s or like late teens. And then we all realized like we saw the same thing when we were little. It was in the mountain house.
Did you just burp?
He's joking.
It was. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. It is serious. This is like this is real. This is real stuff.
Yeah, so like my parents, like the house was on a very steep hill. And so like there was the hill went around the back of the house to where if you're on the top of the hill, you could literally step onto the roof of the house. Yeah. That's like how steep the mountain was. And so like some of the rooms, the ground was like right at the windows. And then some of the rooms, like the ground was like all the way like a regular house, just depending on. It was
like pretty much they dug into the side of a cliff and put a house on it. So you had like the back of the house had the cliff all around it. And it was also really remote. And so there was nothing up there.
And so in my parents' room, like their bed was against the window. So the light would shine in from the window along the wall at the foot of the bed. Mm-hmm. And I would sound so crazy saying this. I swear, I remember seeing this. Like if we would like be taking naps in my parents' bed or like just chilling in there during the day, like there'd be this little shadow of like a court jester.
Yeah.
You imagine like a court jester with like a hat that has like the 3 bells on it and the shoes, you know, and like they kind of walk a little bouncy like this, you know. A shadow of that would come in from the wall, like from the sun shining in, like make its way across like this top of where the light was shining in the room, and then go back out the other side.
Dude,
that was my experience.
So for me,
we're gonna talk about this all, and then like Tim is gonna be like,
No.
dude, that was just me outside the window.
No, because this happened on many occasions, but for me it often happened because I would get up out of bed and go and get in mom and dad's bed at night. And they would sometimes have their bathroom light on, which would cast a shadow also because the bathroom light. And it would come and it would like tinkle, I don't know what you say, not tinkle. like what is it? Like sprint, like tiptoe, whatever you call it, like across the door. And then it like the most terrifying,
it was like prance.
Yes, it would prance. Thank you. The most terrifying thing is it was a shadow, but it would look right at me and go, and dude, I was like peeing myself. It was so scary. And it happened, and I would just like get under the cover, and then I would just like recite prayers. I'd be like, now I lay me down and say, Lord, please make me, Lord, please make it go away. And then I'd look back out and it would still be there. And that house was freaking haunted. Yes. It was haunted, dude.
And we never talked about this. Like, I never said anything about this as a kid to anybody because, like, it terrified me. And obviously, you know, like, just with, like, our environment, I'm like, I'm not going to talk about, like, things that, like, I'm scared about. And so I never said anything until we were literally all adults and it came up in a conversation like this, and we've all, like, described the same thing.
Would you go back there with me at nighttime with ghost hunting equipment, or would you be too scared?
Hell yeah.
I think we should do that. Would you do that, Jamie?
Dude, I would love
I think we should do it because I truly believe that house was like, it was a demon or was haunted. Like, I don't know if it seemed more like a demon to me because it seemed really mischievous and sneaky and mean, more so than a ghost. I think it was a demon. We could be like the new K-pop demon hunters. Have you seen that, dude? Oh my God, it's you have not heard about K-pop demon hunters?
I've heard, but
it's like I've never seen it, and it's driving me crazy. Every single kid's like, K-pop demon hunter, K-pop, do you know K-pop? I'm like, dude, shut up with the freaking K-pop demon hunters.
It's like a boy band, right?
No, it's this show of like these K-pop singers, but they're actually demons, and so these girls are trying to like capture them or something.
Oh, I thought they were demon hunters. I assumed.
I think that
or their fans. Maybe their fans are the demon hunters.
No, they're demons.
No, they're the K-pop singers. Like the K-pop singer guys themselves are actually demons disguised as K-pop singers.
Then their fans would be demon hunters.
No, their fans are following them because they're getting tricked by the demons, and they're like lured in through their K-pop singing. And then there's this group of girls that are the K-pop demon hunters.
Oh, they're also part of the band?
No, they're girls that hunt K-pop demons.
Like groupies?
Yeah. They hunt the demons. And the K-pop singers are the demons. Oh my God, whatever. It's horrible. I don't know why I even know all this information about it when I dislike it that much. Okay, what other news we have going on? Did you hear anything recently? Jamie, did you say?
I have something here about Chuck E. Cheese getting arrested.
Someone got arrested. I feel like every couple years somebody's getting arrested at Chuck E. Cheese.
I think it's the Chuck E. Cheese.
It's Chuck E. Cheese himself.
Talking about like the demon stuff. I know you guys think I'm nuts to keep going back to the little jokester, but remember like Pastor Randall at our IFB cult group would do like exorcisms or whatever, wouldn't he? Like, I remember all the time hearing growing up, he's like, I prayed that God would make that demon come out, and she was screaming and hollering and falling on the floor and stuff. Isn't that like essentially an exorcism?
I guess in that sense, yeah. I was I was trying to imagine, like, I was imagining a typical, like, exorcism where,
Like the Catholic Church.
Like, yeah.
They tie you down and stuff.
Where you're like tied down. But, yeah, I definitely.
Have you ever seen someone
super creepy?
Have you ever seen someone like that were supposedly demon possessed?
I've seen a lot.
I mean, as a kid.
Yeah.
So
as an adult, I look back and I'm like, they just had like, I feel like a lot of them just had like psychological and mental disorders, and the church or the pastors just be like, oh, they have demons. But do you remember like growing up anyone that was like demon possessed, allegedly?
I mean, I don't remember like me personally, like physically seeing one, but like I remember definitely always like hearing about it. But I don't have like a direct experience with like seeing anyone in a church setting. But I like growing up in the Dominican, there were definitely like some super sketchy people, and like our parents would always say like they definitely have like some type of possession going on with them, but not like in
there was a couple of those like street guys that were weird and nutty, and
I think it was just people who were like mentally ill.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just crazy.
They were just crazy, but
just crazy.
We were like, they have demons. I remember always like every time we'd pass them, I'd just be like, Lord, please take away the demons from them, Lord. Okay, what is this? What are you looking at? Children watch on in shock as man in Chuck E. Cheese costume is arrested over credit card theft. Why would they do that in
you
the Chuck E.
see this screenshot? They don't even. So
I actually saw a reel of this happening. All the kids were like,
it's like, the fact that they arrested him with like his mascot helmet on.
It's like, why? Like, also, like, look at this mom like herding the kids away. She's like, "Come on, kids, get away!" And then there's just like random kids. Like, look at that kid, that little fat kid in the background with the green shirt.
In the video, there's like a mom inside Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You wouldn't put handcuffs on Mickey Mouse, would you?"
What? You wouldn't put handcuffs?
She's yelling at the officer. She's like, "You wouldn't handcuff Mickey Mouse, would you?" And the cop just walks out of the place with Chucky in handcuffs.
But it is like, I mean, that's kind of traumatizing for those kids to be like, I never liked Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese creeped me out. Like, I never liked him as a character when we would go there. I always want to go, but I didn't like seeing him. But still, like, for kids, they're playing.
He's a rat.
Yeah, I don't, like, where did Chuck E. Cheese even come from? Like, who was just sitting around one day and they're like, let's get a rat and play video games. And give away prizes.
Isn't that from Ninja Turtles, though?
No, that's not from, Chuck E. Cheese from Ninja Turtles?
No, I'm just saying, a rat that plays video games.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying it was Chuck E. Cheese from Ninja Turtles. And I was like, I don't think Chuck E. Cheese is from Ninja Turtles. What were the Ninja Turtles' names? It was like Michelangelo?
This will have to be where Joe comes into the comments, because he knows every like plot hole and twist. But remember, we weren't like really allowed to
watch Ninja Turtles when we were growing up.
No, because they had attitudes.
Yeah, is that what it was? There was something, I can't remember what it was that we weren't allowed to watch Ninja
They had
Turtles.
bad attitudes.
And remember,
they were like real, real sassy. They talked back and made jokes. Yeah. I assume. I never watched it. But...
Well, weren't the Ninja Turtles like orphans?
We're just describing a totally
so they were like foster kids, and they would talk back to their foster parents or something. And I'm like, oh, them poor kids going through all that trauma.
I don't think they had foster parents.
Yeah,
they were raised by a rat.
The rat was their foster parent.
But he was. What was his name?
Splinter.
Giuseppe said Splinter.
He was more of like a mentor than a dad.
Isn't that just what a good?
I mean, honestly, I have no idea. I've never watched it. I mean,
but remember Power? Like, I always wanted to watch Power Rangers growing up. But remember the one that wore the pink, and they were like, you can't watch Power Rangers because one of the men wears a pink outfit.
Yeah, and Teletubbies because the purple Teletubby was.
Well, didn't he actually end up being some type of like abuser or something? Didn't he get arrested or something?
No. A Teletubby?
Oh, that was Barney. That was Barney.
Barney, yeah.
Yeah, Barney.
No.
Barney got
Okay.
Barney got arrested for being like a child predator or something.
You're gonna. I don't know if that's true.
Jamie, is that true? Didn't Barney get arrested? Yes, I like really remember. Like, there's obviously different Barneys over the year, same outfit, different people underneath. Just like there was different, like Blue's Clues guys. What was his name? Steve. There was different Steve over the year.
And then his brother. And then it was his brother, his younger brother. Now.
But he killed himself.
John. Steve, he's still alive. He just actually starting a podcast.
One of the Blue's Clues guys.
Maybe OG.
Yeah, it was very sad, and I remember like crying because I loved Blue's Clues. Oh, okay. So he was not arrested, but he.
Barney?
Yeah. Okay, so there was two key figures that had legal issues. There was Patrick Leach, which was a Barney for he was the son of Barney and Friends of Show. Okay, Patrick Leach was sentenced to 15 years in prison in 2015 after he shot his neighbor. His sentence was I'm sorry, that's not funny at all. His sentence was later commuted. What does it say? And he was released after serving only 5 years. Damn, can you imagine killing your neighbor and only serving 5 years? Okay, then there's another one. Rumors and legal. Okay, then David Joyner. David Joyner, after leaving the role, Joyner started a tantric sex business. This career change, though unrelated to
this was crime, Blue's Clues?
This is Barney.
This is why we weren't allowed to watch Barney.
And there's a Fox News article that says Barney, Doc details dark side of once beloved dinosaur, how the actor David Joyner became a tantric sex healer.
But, I mean, what's wrong with that?
I don't know. I think that they're just saying that. I thought there was something more. I guess people just kind of, like, it's Fox News, I guess. It's like, Barney had a life outside of being Barney.
There's a war on Barney.
Yeah.
There's a war on Barney.
But I don't know any of that. This is just like growing up, I was told, like, these are the reasons we couldn't watch these things.
Yeah.
We could only watch, like, black and white stuff. And even then, we couldn't watch all of them. The Twilight Zone, I remember, like, sneaking and watching the Twilight Zone, like, the original one. Yeah. And that, like, terrified me.
We were allowed to watch Star Wars, but we couldn't watch, like, Harry Potter.
Well, we were allowed to watch Star Wars because Dad was obsessed with Star Wars.
And Lord of the Rings.
And so, I remember growing up, Dad would be like, well, Lord of the Rings is like God and Satan. It's good and evil, and it's teaching us these. And I was like, okay.
And honestly, valid.
And yeah, but we couldn't watch Harry Potter. But that's because I guess Harry Potter is definitely more witchcraft, as they would call it, than, like, there wasn't that much. I guess Jedi powers are witchcraft. That's why a lot of IFB people weren't allowed to watch Star Wars growing up. But yeah, how did we start?
We also watched, Barney? We were allowed to watch Lord of the Rings too, but that's also, I think, because Dad they're amazing movies. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to complain. I liked being able to watch them. Okay. Do we have one more recent news, and then, man, this time went by fast. Time flies when you're having fun.
We could, so with some local news.
I think, did I just talk about this in our last episode? Or go up? Yeah. Okay. But I didn't have the article. I just talked about it because I didn't see this article. Okay, now we have the details of the man that put the poop and fart spray down the HVAC system in the high school. Sarah, have you ever found out the reasoning?
Dude, it was just a good prank.
That was it, right?
I don't know. I feel like...
I mean...
I don't even think you should be arrested for that. It's just a prank.
It was just a really good prank.
So why was he arrested? Just because it messed up the school? But it was an accident. You get
Well,
arrested for
students-
accidents like that?
So, an assistant school teacher in South Carolina was arrested for stinking up his school with fart spray. He caused over $55,000 in damages and sickened several students.
They probably threw up at school or something. Because that stuff smells bad. That stuff smells really bad.
Okay, over nearly a month-long span, it left the school officials mystified as the origin of the foul odor. He allegedly obtained the spray from an online distributor. Can we get the link to this spray?
I have one of them. It's bad, dude. It's like, listen, okay, we got one of these and we can't even take it out of the packaging because the packaging smells so bad. It is raw. Like, we were going to make a joke and I was like, we can't spray that anywhere near our house because then we'll never get the smell out.
Disrupted the school. Children required medical attention for respiratory issues, and the school incurred expenditure of over $55,000 for inspection and damage to the air conditioning system. The real criminal in this case is whoever charged the school $55,000 freaking dollars to check their air conditioning.
Well, that's what I was
That's
actually
the real criminal.
I was saying this must have been like some friend or like the principal's brother, or like, how did someone get a $55,000 contract to repair the HVAC system? But what is it? So it was over a month.
Spray some Febreze. That's all they did.
Yeah, they probably just like, let's put some smell good spray in here, like those spray bombs. Yeah. So he was doing this over a month span, or it took them a month to figure out what it was? Was he consistently like every day, like over there spraying it? Because at that point, it's kind of like, okay, this was a little malicious if you every day were spraying the vents or something.
It's just a really good joke.
Imagine at your work if you're constantly smelling poop all day long.
He's probably trying to help them find out the cause of it.
You're like, man, how did they find out it was him?
On video. They caught him on video.
Oh, so was he actually spraying the HVAC system?
I think he was just like crop dusting students as he walked past them.
Is he getting sentenced to prison?
How old are these kids? What type of school was it?
It says high school.
Oh, was it high school?
It would be like so much funnier if it was like a elementary school and it's just a bunch of little kids. He's spraying poop spray all day. Take that, you little.
That has to be a first. That has to be a first.
Man, I mean, that's like a prank. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine getting arrested for a prank that you really.
That coming up on like a get to know you thing, or like a date of like 2 truths and a lie.
Like a Tinder profile
one of them could be I got arrested.
Yeah, that's a Tinder profile flags.
Prank fart spray.
Yeah. Prank fart spray arrest. That was pretty good. Okay, I feel like we have probably lowered IQs after this episode because
nothing productive.
Listen, now you know about fart spray. Now you know about there's like this demon house in the Dominican with little jesters. And what else? Did we learn anything else?
Nothing else.
Gordon Ramsay's
double.
Well, actually, we did learn something. We learned that if you can be a porn double for someone famous, you can afford a BMW and a soda stream.
Yeah,
but you have to be
a bedazzled soda stream.
You have to be a dwarf double.
I don't know. Do you have to be the dwarf, or is that just an extra layer?
That's what he said.
I wonder if just
they make more money
looking like them.
But if he had been regular size, he wouldn't have been able to fit in the badger den.
There's no way that's true. There's no way that's true.
Do badgers live in dens?
Also, why were they gassing out badger dens? Okay. Thank you all for joining us. Please continue. Our episodes are going to be normal again. Maybe not. But thank you for being on here, Sarah. Did you have like a shout out or how did you enjoy being on here?
It was fun. I had a great time. I'm excited to come back again with like more structured thoughts and
substantial information.
Right. I think half of my articles ended up tricking me into being fake, but
hey, it's the AI. It's It's tricking everyone. I actually have people that have said that my videos are AI. I get comments of people arguing about. I'm like, AI could not create this content.
Yeah, definitely could not.
Okay, well, thanks for being here, everyone. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave us a fun comment, and look forward to next episode. We're gonna have some really fun content. And thank you for being here, Sarah. Like, it was great to hang out. I'll probably like video call you after we're done with the episode, but oh my gosh, did she freeze right at the end? No.
I don't know what.
Okay, there.
Happened.
There. Okay. It froze
That's
for like 2 seconds.
That's the best ending where mid-conversation it just goes black.
Okay, bye. I'm gone. Okay, I was saying, like, thanks for being here. I'm sure I'll, like, just video call you when the episode's over, but I'll talk to you later. Thanks for being on. Thanks for helping us out, Jamie, with, like, our disorganized links. But I think it was fun. I had a fun time.
Thanks for having me on. I had a lot of fun.
Bye.